This little girl was appropriately called the Warden of the Damned, and she gave us a task to flip some switches in that area to release her and potentially all of these other monsters from their prisons, so they can be finally released. Through an amazing feat of diplomacy, we convinced her to just let us go without releasing her. So she's still there, and we ascended to the next floor. Uh, yeah. Um, when we got to the next floor, that was the roof of the building, I believe. Not missing anything there?
Yeah.
Yep. And there was a sorceress on the top of the roof who was doing some crazy form of magic that we interrupted upon our arrival. And when we got to the top of the roof, I forget who it was, stepped off to the side trying to sneak around and instantly became frozen in a block of ice.
That would be Damien.
Damien got frozen in a block of ice. And that, of course, set us off into attacking this sorceress. And being the brave, noble knight that I was, I immediately began attacking the inanimate objects of the room. And swung my sword at a skull that blinded me for the rest of the fight. And then the sorceress was defeated by the other champions. And in that combat, Manassas saw a vision of his god attacking him. And then we finally managed to defeat her due to Graddock shooting this sorceress, who then attempted to flew away and told us we'd be welcome to have any trinkets that were on the roof of the tower. So when we went to investigate the trinkets, first we freed Damien from the block of ice as he was drifting away somewhere, and then we investigated these trinkets. The internal skulls gave us some additional powers, a raven, and then some other poison skull that I don't think we determined what it does exactly. And then there were other skulls around the outside ring. Me being the blinded person that I am, I grabbed these skulls, and they allowed us to eavesdrop on certain people. The first skull allowed us to eavesdrop on our friend. What's his name? I don't remember what his name is. Whatever. Our person who sent us here. Yes, Tealwall. And he was talking trash about us. And the other skull sent us off on a quest to find the Red Tagger group who had kidnapped the daughter of Vladimir Brightby, and that's all we know from that. After that, we took the skulls back to meet Donald Tealwall. And we met some adventurers on our way back at it inn. I believe I made a drunken fool out of myself. And then we proceeded back to the main area where we met with Donald and gave him we showed him these skulls that we picked up, and he cured my blindness. And he then requested that we would go with him back to the tower, so he could search for more evidence that he was looking for, that he didn't provide us, or that we didn't provide him. And then we went on a shopping spree, and I believe that's where we ended. Did I forget something at the end there? I stopped taking notes at that point. So.
I believe Fa was getting his armor done. I also feel like there's something else I'm missing, but
Tried to abduct Grandma Hale when none of us were looking.
it's not
Apparently,
that.
I wasn't looking either.
Yeah, you were gone, and he tried to
Yeah.
do some sneaky stuff to make you disappear.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's bullshit.
Grandma Hale's getting into the cough syrup again.
But yes. You came back down, and you didn't really buy anything, but you kind of like are getting your affairs in order. So, yes, we have left off. There's not. You still have yet to lead Steel Wall back to the tower, I believe, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, it seems like you guys are free to do what you. I believe you're going to go after FA's armor is fitted, or before.
How long till it's fitted?
About like 4 or 5 days.
I thought he said we had to go in like 2 days or something.
I'm fine with us leaving before my armor is done being made. I mean, it's understandable.
Okay. So, as far as FA's armor goes, it does not matter.
To me, yeah.
I believe you're already delayed Steel Wall in favor of getting Stellarius cured of his blindness.
Yes,
Right,
we
yes.
did do that.
With that complete, just getting my armor bought and, figure out paying, which actually I already paid for it, so I'm all set because they'll just be making it while we're gone. So I'll just inform them that I will be back after the trip and I'll pick it up.
Okay. So you guys want to go find Steel Wall and hopefully leave today? Or what do you guys want to do?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds
Yep.
good to me.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to really make any potions, so I still only have what I had from last time. Just FYI.
I'm grouping you all up. So you guys eventually, you kind of look around this district a little bit, and eventually a small boy will come up and say, if you are looking for Steel Wall, we are holding a banquet in your honor for this service that you've said and the celebration of clearing the tower. I would much like if you would to accompany me to the Adventurers Guild.
And who is putting on this feast?
Mr. Steelwall.
Sounds good. We were looking for him anyway, right? Unless someone else had other business to attend to here.
Okay.
Wait, an adventurer's guild? Are we a part of this adventurers guild? Or are we a part of this adventurers guild?
Not yet.
Hmm.
Let me check and see if the dynamic lighting is working.
I
That's
want to
fine.
roll a sense motive.
Seems to be working.
Go for it.
23.
He seems pretty sincere.
Okay. But follow then.
Okay.
Everybody else.
So you
Yep.
go through the you go from south of town. Actually, it would just be you would just travel west through a few districts, and then you're in this very. It says it's just up ahead. It's just up ahead, and to the left, and he will run forward, and you lose him down this way.
Ooh, horses.
He just totally like runs off from us, basically.
Yeah.
Never trust children.
Oh, hell no.
He went left, you said?
Yes. So from the building to your right now, this one, you hear. One second. If I can find the music. And my Bull 20 crashed. I'm coming back. So you hear some music coming from the tavern or inn that is in front of you.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Doors are wide open.
Yeah, there's like you can see them. They are 10-foot by 5-foot doors each, and they open in, and they actually go into the wall, like they are recessed in the wall.
Nice.
You hear Steelwall, and he'll say from a top. He's on a what is it? It's a stage, and he says, "Greetings, greetings. Have your seat." And he points over towards this table right here.
Sounds good. I'll go sit over there.
Running to the corner.
Next to this dude. I greet these other people who are sitting here.
Same, yeah.
Hello.
I try to be cheery.
Sitting at the table, you see a group of young adventurers like yourselves. There is a man that looks like a wizard, a man that looks like a cleric of some sort. You also see over at this table the man that healed your blindness.
Hey. And a
Nice.
clone of myself. Sweet. Hi, clone.
So yes, he beckons you to all sit down. Greetings, greetings. So, now that we have mostly assembled, I would like to honor our new guests. What do you call yourselves?
Right, we were supposed to.
Right.
That's a great
Yeah,
question.
exactly. That's a really good question. I want to imagine that he says to me, I'll just go in like one of those football huddles for a moment. All right, what's it gonna be?
Mm,
That's fine. We can spend our first 30 minutes here thinking about
Yeah.
Let's just call ourselves the unprepared.
Yeah, fair.
that. Oh my god.
All in favor of the unprepared?
nay. Should be something better than that.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
Sounds like a band.
Well, I just spent an inordinate amount of time attacking inanimate objects, so I don't know.
I mean, if you want to say something like that, you could be like the breakers of the gate. Man, that's something that has to do.
Project Heat Breakers.
I mean, we've only known each other for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, you could just say undecided.
We might as well call ourselves the unprepared.
It doesn't sound like we'll
Oh my
cut too
god.
many anchoring contracts. Grandma's
Oh my god.
Unwilling.
I like that
We
one.
become a mafia.
That's nice, dear. Oh, it should be the that's nice, dear.
That's nice, dear.
Uh,
You told me you'd give me my money last week. Gonna have to have one of my boys here help you find your checkbook.
this evil grandma. Hmm.
So after a few minutes of silence, we just kind of continue looking at him.
I didn't know there was gonna be a test.
Yes. So he will be like, well, that's fine, that's fine. So what I will say and what I will do today is I will honor you all with a position within the Adventurers Guild. Also, I will tell our, and you kind of just over, he points over into this area, that any bounty or reward that you wish that's under 25,000 gold, you can collect here for whatever work you do. We will honor, and we are aware of most situations within the land. Of course, obscure things will, of course, not be covered if they're too obscure. But for the most part, anyone that is paying money to get something done, you can collect your reward here. So, what I will offer you today is a feast and a banquet for all. We will leave tomorrow for to make sure that what you say is absolutely true. But I have no reason to I have the utmost faith in your. He kind of stumbles for a second, and it just is like, I trust you.
Right.
So, yeah, he will say a few more words. He talks to the financiers or the backers, which are sitting at this table. For a brief moment, is thank you for your patronage. We would not be able to keep the land safe without you. And then he will step down. and he will join the people that finance it. This token is so weird. Okay, there you go. So free drinks, free food, and a place to turn in all your rewards.
Nice.
Nice. And I forgot to put a teller behind the counter, so there's no one manning the gold right now. Give me just a second.
We take it all.
Damien Brill will stand up and head to that direction.
The gold is unattended. Quick.
Your mistake was telling us.
Okay. It is now attended. Sorry, Damien. So yes, that's pretty much all that you know, you have some festivities, you know, things start to wind down, people start to you spend most of the day here, right? Unless there's something else you wanted to do besides celebrate.
It's probably about it. I mean, I probably would do maybe a small amount of shopping. That's about it. Otherwise, which is part of it.
Absolutely. So you can refill and whatever you need to do while you're in town. So if there's any materials that you want to buy, you can just buy them. So yeah, the party winds down. And did you guys want to talk to Steelwall by himself? What was
I mean, we'll see him tomorrow. I'm not super.
Alright, so I have kid of just a moment. Do I have time? Like, do we have like this night? Do I have time
Yeah.
to like put together some potions?
Yeah, you would have most of the day. I would even say that you could fiddle with making potions while you're at the table with people for the day. So you have like a good 18 hours or so before you have to leave.
Anybody want anything?
Nope, I'm good.
We need more
I'm just gonna-
here for Blimus.
In what 2 levels, I think. So Damien, you talking to me? New spell scoring? Okay. Do I have that as a spell? Let me take a look.
No, it's a poison.
Oh. I don't know if I can. I mean, it's just alchemical, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so I guess. I mean, that's kind of I'd never really considered that actually. So I guess you provide the materials and I will manufacture it. What kind of poison is that, out of curiosity? I see, it's for killing people.
It's mostly for killing alchemists.
That wouldn't really impede me at all. I don't really spell cast. I see you're trying to drive us apart. Fuck you, homie.
This is fine.
How much time? How many potions can I crank out? Like, how much time do I have?
With fast alchemy, you can do,
Well, that's right. I can double it now.
yeah, so like, let's say 10 first level potions.
And then we get to pick one item worth 25,000, basically, that he's gonna give us.
No, he's saying that you can turn in any job or quest or anything pretty much from anywhere here. Like, so if you don't know where someone would be or et cetera, as long
Okay.
as mostly you can just collect your rewards here.
All right.
Okay. So,
I feel like this is one of those scams where they say come in for up to free 25,000 gold, and we get here, and then no, restrictions apply.
Legit.
restrictions always apply. That's kind of the nature of the beast. Okay, so you guys have a very good night, and you go back to the tavern eventually. Correct? Or is there any place else you would like to go?
That's all I can think of. Unless there's anything else in town we should be interested in.
I can think of.
How would you find if there was something to be interested in?
I didn't know if maybe somebody would come by and tell us to look at a place.
Not
Maybe us
currently.
wandering around.
Were you going to say something, Danny?
I was just gonna say I went over to thank the Kai that cured my blindness again. Ask him how he figured out how to do that.
He will say, it's a gift from God. I just simply channel the will of the divines.
Cool. Well, thanks again. If I ever become a blue hind again, I'll have to waddle around and find you.
He will be like, oh well, I will certainly see you at the Temple of Palor, correct?
Sure, that sounds good.
So, end of the night, you have a nice evening. Steelwall seems very, since you're sitting at the table with the cure of the blind, eventually you will get a better feel for who he is, and he's very, very sociable. He's a little bit awkward, and the fact that he stops mid-sentences and kind of gets distracted very easily almost. But other than that, he's very, very charismatic. Okay, end of the night, you go back to the tavern. Can you make sure that your HP bars are... No, they're not correct.
I just fixed mine. Keeps going back.
I'll drag you over then.